in this one.
Okay, we're starting now.
All right. Hey, Austin, how's it going?
Doing well, doing well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's good to hear. So, how are you enjoying your first week of Stanford?
It's been pretty good, yeah. Sort of coming out of high school, not really sure what to expect, but just sort of a little bit of overload. But I think things are starting to turn out fine.
Okay,
Yeah.
nice. Remind me where you're from again?
I'm from LA.
LA.
Yeah.
Okay. Where in LA?
So right near UCLA,
Okay.
sort of like in a suburb.
Okay. Cool.
So
I'm from Vegas, so not too far away.
yeah, very nice.
Have you ever been to Vegas?
A couple times. My family, we like travel a lot with our family, so every once in a while we'd stop by there since they live in Northern California.
Gotcha. Okay, that's cool. So tell me about how are you enjoying your roommate situation?
It's good.
Yeah.
It's good. So I guess I'm in a triple.
Okay.
And one of my roommates is from Sacramento area, and the other one is from Arizona.
Okay.
But I guess he's moving to Switzerland sometime during this quarter, so it's gonna be kind of weird.
Yeah.
I'm sure he's pretty sort of upset about it, just sort of like leaving everyone. But yeah, no, so far it's good. We have a lot of space, and a lot of people have been hanging out in my room, so it's been very nice to get to know people.
Nice. That makes me happy.
Yeah.
So, do you know like what your class load is going to be like? Like what are you expecting to major in? Do you have an idea?
So I'm kind of thinking about chemical engineering.
Okay.
And so I'm kind of obsessed about looking at sort of schedules, or at least I was last year, and or during high school, and I think I'm going to be taking CME.
Okay.
I've got, I think, IHUM and Thinking Matters, or whatever it is. And I'm thinking about taking just a random intro to archaeology class. I was wondering, have you ever taken one of those?
I haven't taken an archaeology class, but is it a seminar? A seminar?
No, this is just like I guess the introductory level course to the archaeology major.
Okay, no, I haven't taken that. But you can probably send an email out to the dorm list. There's a lot of upperclassmen in here. One of them might be interested in archaeology or have taken the class.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah. And then I was thinking about, I applied for IntroSem as well. And I got it. It's I guess Mark Twain and American Culture. Okay. So that should be fun, completely different. But I'm just sort of wondering almost if that's too much work or not enough work, or since don't really know.
It's CME.
Yeah.
Remind me what CME is.
So it's a math. It's basically math for engineers.
Gotcha. Yeah. Okay. So that's 5 units, right?
Something like that, 5 or 4.
Okay. And then you'll be taking your Thinking Matters.
Yeah.
And the intro class.
And the archaeology. Yeah.
Interesting. Well, I don't know. So what is that, like 19 units your freshman year?
18, 19, something like that.
Yeah. How are you feeling about it?
Senior year, I did a lot of classes in high school, so I think I'd probably handle it. I'm just sort of worried about if I would be missing out on sort of dorm activities or things like that.
Yeah.
So
well, one thing to keep in mind is the workload might be a bit different depending on how your high school was.
Yeah.
And yeah, like you said, you don't want to just be doing work all the time, so it might be a good idea to be able to interact with do the dorm activities and things like that. But I mean, if you're equally interested in all of them, I would say sign up for them. I don't know if you know or not, but you have the first 3 weeks. You can change your schedule the first 3 weeks of the quarter, and it's always easier to drop than it is to add a class at the end of the 3rd week. So as long as they don't overlap, I mean, I would say just check them all out, and get a sense of the workload, look at the syllabus, and see if you really want to do all 4. Maybe you want to drop 1, or you probably can't drop 2 because that puts you under 12. But yeah, I think maybe just wait like 1 or 2 weeks and make that final decision.
Cool. Yeah, sounds good.
Personally, my freshman year, I was signed up for 19 units fall quarter. And it was a huge mistake. I dropped econ after like the 1st or 2nd week, and I ended up doing 15, and that was manageable. But everyone's different. Everyone comes from a different level of preparation, and classes have different workloads. So yeah. Let me know, I guess, in a week or 2 weeks how you're feeling about it.
Sounds good. Yeah.
Cool. But yeah, so you said chemical engineering?
Yeah.
Why are you interested in that?
High school, just other schools, I was sort of interested in math and science, and I figured why don't I kill two birds with one stone, do something sort of in between them.
Okay.
And since I really enjoyed chemistry in 10th grade, figured I might as well do that. But yeah, I also worked with a chemical engineering professor for a couple of years during the summer of high school. So I figured, why don't I stick to something that I know?
Okay.
So
that was a professor at like your
UCLA.
Local, at UCLA.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
How'd you set that up?
So there was a program, I guess, that UCLA runs in which it asks people if they're interested in being engineers. And I signed up, and they took me 1 year, and then the next year was kind of easy to just sort of do it again.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. Did you play any sports or anything in high school?
I ran track and cross country.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. It's one of those.
Yeah.
You have a lot of self motivation.
Yeah. No, it's
discipline.
I would like to think so, but it's probably not the case. But yeah.
Yeah. Are you looking to like keep doing that here, or like are there any other extracurriculars that you've already like scoped out or anything?
I'm not sure. I think I'm gonna just go to the activity fair and just sign up for just anything and everything. Because I figure, might as well just sort of get a sense of what's going on out there. I was thinking of maybe working a little bit on the newspaper.
Okay.
I did that a little bit in high school, but maybe new place, new start.
Yeah.
Might as well.
Like the main,
the
daily.
Yeah, the daily.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So
nice. Yeah. I remember when I was coming in my freshman year, two things that I always wanted to do that I never got a chance to do in high school, just because I played two sports and they took up the whole year. Was theater and debate. And I remember how I was like really amped to like do theater and do debate when I got here. But immediately like fall quarter, I just got involved in like a million different things. Probably wasn't the best decision, and ended up not being able to still haven't done theater or debate. But hopefully this year I'll get a chance to do a play or something. But yeah, Stanford's a place for trying out new things.
So I guess, what was your sort of first thought coming here? It's I guess as a freshman.
Yeah.
So if you were in my shoes right now, what would you tell me?
Man, coming in as a freshman, I had a million thoughts racing through my head. It's my first really extended period of time away from home. But I wasn't really nervous or scared or anything. I was really, really excited. It's kind of intimidating at first, just being around so many people who are so articulate and seem like they have so many experiences and are so sure of where they've been and where they want to go. But it was really cool. I don't know. I just really enjoyed all the people in my dorm. Everyone was, for the most part, really nice and really kind of open-minded. And my staff was really cool. I just remember having a lot of fun, especially during NSO and in the next few weeks. And I think, ironically, academics and classes were probably the last thing on my mind. But once classes started up, I kind of took over. I was in SLE my freshman year, so I was in Alondra. And it was half SLE, half IHUM. Back then we had Thinking Matters was called IHUM. It's essentially the same thing, just rebranded. But yeah, I don't know. I was just really excited for possibilities. I thought I was going to major in IR and minor in econ, but it's not the case.
Cool.
Yeah. What are you looking forward to, I guess, this quarter or this year?
I think I'm just looking forward to just making the most of it and getting them as many experiences as I can.
Yeah.
As you sort of said, this is kind of like my first time really sort of separated from my family for an extended period of time. And so it'll just sort of be interesting to see what I'm Just sorry. That's okay. What I'm up to and what I'm just find out something that I'm interested in and doing things sort of for my own by myself. Yeah. Laundry will be a little bit of a nightmare, but I think I'll be able to handle it.
Yeah, it'll be good. If you need any help, let me know. Yeah, or any of the upperclassmen here, I'll help you out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. So were you born in LA?
Yes.
Born and raised.
I'm a 5th generation Southern Californian.
Oh, wow.
And so actually our family's sort of been living in the same house for the past 70 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so
that's crazy.
So it's a little weird being up here in Northern California.
Yeah.
But whatever. At least I'm still in California.
Yeah. And have your parents always gone? Did your parents go to college?
Yes.
Did they all go?
Yeah. So my parents, my grandparents, and my cousins and aunts and uncles all went to UCLA.
Oh, wow.
And so it's kind of a little bit upsetting when my sister goes to UC Davis, my cousin goes to USC. That was the sad one, and then I'm at Stanford. So it's interesting. But we're all still in California, so I guess you can't really take the Lewises out of California.
Yeah, that's crazy. I can imagine. I'm a first or 0 generation Las Vegan, but my mom really wanted me to stay close to home.
Yeah.
Really badly, but she understood it would be a lot better if I came here.
I felt it was like one of those things where if I could walk to college, that was probably a bad idea.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Do you think it's going to be hard to adjust at all, or are you feeling pretty confident?
I'm feeling okay. You know, Stanford's like one of the first colleges I think that I'd ever like visited.
Okay.
When my sister was like going to like a summer camp up here, like this was like I saw when I was 8, and I was like, oh, that's kind of a cool place.
Yeah.
So there's nothing really, almost anything like new about here, and fortunately I have a couple family members that live like 45 minutes away too.
Okay, it's not bad.
So I'm sure a couple times a quarter they'll stop by and see me. So like it's far enough where I can do my own thing.
Yeah.
But if I need sort of family support, there's some nearby.
Okay, that's good then. How often do you talk to your parents? Or have you guys worked out like an agreement of how often you'll call?
You know, I think I'm going to try calling for the first couple weeks pretty much every other day.
Okay.
Or maybe 2 or 3 times a week, something like that. Just to sort of,
it's reasonable.
Yeah, catch up, make sure that things are going fine down there and things are going fine up here. Cool.
And you're planning on going back for Thanksgiving and winter break?
Yeah.
Okay. So shouldn't be.
Yeah.
Nice. Shouldn't be too bad.
No.
Yeah. I remember my freshman year, so I just grew up. It was just me and my mom growing up, and so she was really, I'm an only child, so her baby's leaving, all this, and she was just like, you have to call me every day. I want to hear from you once a day. Blah, blah. And so that I called her. I had to call her every day. Not had to, but I did. Even up until it wasn't until I went to Cape Town, where because of the distance and the time and everything, I called her maybe just a couple times a week, 2 or 3 times a week. That's carried over to now, but
Good.
Cool. Yeah. So when do classes start for you? Monday.
Yeah.
Okay. Today's Friday.
Yeah.
Nice.
Should be good. I'm excited.
Yeah.
I really am. I remember, I think it was some sort of math class during admin weekend that I sat in one of those, and an organic chemistry class. So I'll enjoy trying to like get into those and see the lectures that I visited.
Yeah.
But actually as a student this time. So.
Yeah. Well, you're not taking any organic chemistry this quarter, right?
No.
Okay.
No, I placed out of I guess 31X or just the general one. So I think I'm just gonna go straight to organic chemistry since I'm not gonna be pre-med.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Good luck with that. I remember I was in the IB program, which is International Baccalaureate. I don't know if you're familiar with it, but we were required to take 3 years of a science. So I actually took chemistry for 3 years. Got all the way up to organic chemistry. Hated it. I really liked chemistry for the first 2 years at least, with organic chemistry just reminded me too much of biology, and it was too much memorization. Yeah. But I've since forgotten everything. So yeah, I won't be able to help you much if you end up needing help. But
no.
Yeah. Have you talked to any upperclassmen or anyone around here who's interested in chemistry? Have you even met a lot of the people?
Not really. I think they're just still sort of moving in, getting used to it.
Okay. We'll have house meeting. I think this first Wednesday, and everyone's required to come to that. So a lot of the upperclassmen will be there, and I think that's one of the biggest assets of living in a 4-class dorm. You really get to, you have the staff, but then you have all these upperclassmen who have such a wealth of experience and knowledge, and so I encourage you to find someone who's doing chemical engineering or something. Something similar.
Sounds good. I think I'm gonna have to head out now, but
okay, sounds good.
Yeah.
Well, it was good talking to you.
Yeah.
I'll see you around.
Yep, sounds good.